Don't I just hold it?
Yeah, you can hold it.
Yeah. When you were talking. Holding it or just having it? Okay, I'm putting on the starting lineup. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. On our screen, just the starting lineup for African Stars. There is a change there that Bakonja, who scored 2 goals in the last game, of course the last game 10-0, we will talk a lot about that, but Bakonja, he will be replaced by Angelo Kwesi, but everything else is as it stands for the starting lineup. And of course, we have seen a great return from Charles Hambira. He has fit back into the team almost the same time as Coach Marvin Bakera has returned to the African Stars franchise. So a very, very important game here in the Dipmarine Premiership, as African Stars are standing on the top of the log, and as the players come out, Stars are on top with also with a game in hand. Both teams, Stars and Khomas Nampol with 28 points. So just 1 point between these two teams. So whoever wins today will go top. Of course, it's been marketed as the best attack versus the best defense. Why so? Because if you look at the log table, you will see that African Stars have a great tally for in their goal difference. Goals for, they have 32 goals and they've conceded 7. But Khomas Nampol have scored 25 goals and conceded 6. So 1 less than African Stars. So yes, you can give it to them. You can say that they are the best defense in the Dipmarine Premiership. But African Stars with that 10-0 in their last game, and we will talk about that, they really gave a great account for their goal difference in what might be a close encounter for the 3 teams, Khomas Nampol, African Stars and Ongos FC, in the closing stages of the Dipmarine Premiership. Of course, my name is Emmanuel Inkara. Did you guys miss me? Probably not, but I am back on commentary for African Stars. The Independence Stadium has really organized themselves well enough to get the rest of the Premiership games here on a consistent basis, hopefully, please. There was no issues at the gate. Everybody walked in smoothly. The supporters are here. Of course, you have to be reminded to have your tokens. Tokens are sold at the kiosks. But please make your way. There's still time for what is, in my opinion, the most important game of the season. African Stars versus Khomas Nampol. And you have to give a round of applause to Khomas Nampol. They've done a very, very, very good job so far in the Premiership. It is like Sheffield United. It is like Luton Town. It is like one of these teams, Girona in La Liga. Girona obviously not promoted this season. They were promoted last season. But it is similar. Leicester, City. But for a team to come from promotion, directly from promotion, and to be third in the log, leading the log for most of the season, that really has to give a round of applause to Coach Gareth M.F. E. Shab. He has really conducted his team, and a player that I know personally, number 10, Imbondi Kamchacha, he's really rallied the troops, and he is the man that will center for Khomas Nampol. Oh, he's given it away now to, I believe that will be Rivaldo Pris. So please stay with us. Let's enjoy the game. Kickoff has begun. This is mouth-watering, yes indeed. And there is Kamchacha already starting an attack. A shot on goal. Hopefully blocked there, because it might have been on target. But those are the moments that Khomas Nampol would want to take. Reminder, this is the best attack versus the best defense, with Awulo just straying offside there. So there will be a lot for the newspapers to say when a result does happen between these two teams. And there will be a result. This is not ending in a draw. Both coaches know just how important these 3 points are. Rivaldo Pris just offside there, the number 17 for Nampol. Here's Charles Hambira. Hope his shoulder is okay after a lengthy recovery spell. Juja. We can understand what he was trying to do, but it looked a bit dangerous there from Joseph Juja. He's lucky not to get into the book there. But it seems the Khomas Nampol player, Rivaldo Pris, is okay. Here he is now, Pris. Taking another tackle from Lungu and pushing Lungu. And the discussions will continue as Pris apologizes. Lungu is not going to take that lightly, so please watch that contest between the left back of African Stars, Lungu, and Rivaldo Pris, the number 17. Free kick for Nampol, and a header well wide from and I'm really saving the moments. That was a header from Usep, Terdius Usep, the number 23. I'm really trying to save a moment to talk about the 10-0 record-setting 10-0. There is a moment that we will have to talk about that. And with Khomas Nampol there, Charles Ambira with the beautiful header. Important header there, as Usep was mounting. That was Pietrus Nanyango, the 25. Crunching tackle there on Kamchacha from the strongest man in the Debmamine Premiership, Garuka. I don't think there is anyone harder or stronger Then Vitapi Ngaruka scored a goal in the 10-0 rout versus Young Brazilians, so he will be happy with that. He has a goal and a assist so far this season. Vipati Ngaruka.
In case you just joined us, it is the first goal between African Star FC and Khomas Nampol.
And as you will see, the number 30, Reverend Matrois, still playing for Khomas Nampol. There seems to be a lot of transfer controversy with him, as he was scheduled to join either Young Brazilians or African Stars themselves, but still finding himself here as a player for Khomas Nampol, the number 30, Reverend Matrois. He's a dangerous player, as Khomas Nampol beat Orlando Pirates 4-0 with Matrois scoring a brace. So he is one to watch, the number 30. But Stars have an attack mounting that might be offside. Juja. But good defense there from the line. Missed time pass there from Ben, number 15. And Juja has another opportunity. Awilo, his left foot is good. He's trying to find Lungu. Educated defense there from Nampol, and they headed out from Edmund Kambanda. Just a little bit of pressure, but well dealt by the goalkeeper. Lungu, good turn. Ambira needs to be quick with it, but still finding Lungu. Now Kambanda. Chuja will touch that ball. Lungu's going to swing it. Just caught it wrongly, and here's Ben trying to find Pris, but finds Usep. This will be a throw in by Tatinda, the number 19, finding Pris. Awilo. Changing play, trying to find Maharero. Nothing doing there. And we must be reminded that he will get on the ball here soon. Just wanted to point out the number 4. My apologies. Just wanted to point out Denzel Hausep, the number 2 for Khomas Nampol, who scored a wonder goal from his own half against Chula Chula. It's a goal that everyone has seen. It was just a simple free kick that he put into the box, but it bounced over the goalkeeper and found its way into the back of the net. So Chula Chula would have not been happy with that, because I think Chula Chula was in the ascendancy in the log at that time. But with that loss, Khomas Nampol really told them that they are the promoted team that will advance to the top of the table. Chula Chula now sitting in 5th in the log. Here's Jackson Aikenge trying to find Pris, but Kambanda have his wits about him. Lungu Stiga hasn't touched the ball that often, but here he goes again. Has to use his left foot to find Kwesi. Chatindi almost finding, but here's Kamchacha with the pass back inside. Sliding tackle doesn't work, and he was caught in two minds there. Awilo almost fooling Ikengi, who had to use his hands in that regard. Awilo taking it quick. But good header out there from Boli, the left back, 24 for Khomas Nampol. Maharero. Kambanda. Lungu could turn inside. Juja, Awulo. You could see what he was trying to do. Just trying to find a surging and well in form Kambatu on the right wing, the number 7 for African Stars. His stats are off the chain. I really have to organize my papers to even just look at what his stats are. But I can tell you that Kambatu does have 6 goals and 9 assists so far in 12 games. And here he is, Kambatu, losing it out there. Ingo, the goalkeeper, really trying to put the ball beyond African Stars' backline, but here's an opportunity for Awilo. It was rightfully offside, but Kambatu and Awilo almost combining again. It's the best 1-2 combination in the Deb Marine Premiership. If anyone knows something about boxing, 1-2 combination is a jab and a cross. So Awilo, Willie Stefanus, and Kambatu, Uteru, my apologies, Kambatu, they are really the best combination in the log. Lungu get the header out. Juja, Stiga, Maharero trying to find Kwesi. Good header out there. Here's Nanyando. Good flick there from Ben. Almost found his player, but Maharero was smart. But here's Nampol again. Good turn there from Kamchacha. He's the danger man. And trying to get that cross in was the number 23, Usep. Did not find his feet, but another display, ladies and gentlemen, of what I believe is the most dangerous man for Khomas Nampol. I will not say on the pitch because Awilo will question me after the game. But Imbondi Kamchacha, the number 10 for Khomas Nampol, really needs to be watched. He's on the left side of the attack. Juja shuffling one defender away. Will he win that corner? He doesn't. And Nampol wins the throw-in. Chatindi finding Ikere. Ingo, the goalkeeper, now giving it to a defense that wants to play out of defense. Maybe a little bit risky there from the number 2, Denzel, Housep, because African Stars is a team that does pressure, so playing it out of your defense is a risky task. But Khomas Nampol will take into confidence that they are the team in the log that concedes the least, so their defense is on par. Juja looking for a shot there, losing the ball. Here's Matrois, and another opportunity here for Kamchacha. Hambira is on his tail, and that's the tail that he tackles, and the tackle has resulted in a free kick. Wouldn't say that would be a yellow, but it is deemed as a talking to for a sliding tackle there. Just a shake of hands between the two players. They definitely know each other. It's Kamchacha again. Housep. Here's Ben. The cross comes in, but Lungu deals with it. Nampol again. Rivaldo Pris pressurizing. The ball was taken away from him. Usep took the ball away from Rivaldo Pris, who looked to have space to run on goal. And the crowd even acknowledging that mistake from Usep. Just a small opportunity here, opportunity there for Khomas Nampol in a game that has had few opportunities so far. But it's really a chess match here between the top two of the top three teams in the Debmarine Premiership. Awilo, bad touch there. Rivaldo, Reverend Matrois losing it. Hambira, Matrois finding another opportunity, but Hambira's marching through the midfield. Another sliding tackle from him. Lungu, Juja, Chatindi, he did well, but he lost it again. And just these midfield battles between these two teams is very, very intriguing to see. Boli, Nyanyango beating Kwezi there. Chatindi, Pris, Usep, Matrois. Pris is probably going to make a back heel there, but Lungu did well between three players. Chatindi, he's out of position there, the left back. Kwezi just losing it, and that was deemed as a foul on Kwezi. And of course, we have to acknowledge the fact that African Stars, unfortunately, in my mind, were not on the front page of the Namibian on Monday. They destroyed Young Brazilians, almost a through ball there. It was offside on Kamchacha in any case. But as I said, it's unfortunate that the newspaper outlets did not take the advantage of telling the story of a record-setting 10-0 versus Young Brazilians. Sorry, Young Brazilians. You are going to be reminded of that for the rest of time. But what a scoreline that was. Juja, who only scored one goal in that match, actually scored the best goal of that match in the 10-0 rout. Chested the ball at the top of the key of the box and hit it one time into the top right corner. The highlights are on the African Stars Facebook page and the Instagram page, so please like, follow and share. Maharero, Matrois and Ben fighting hard on Maharero. He lost the ball and Nampol can recover. Ingo really trying to find Rivaldo Pris, who seems to be the most agile player on the pitch, but very tricky. Here he is again. Maharero did well. Chatindi. Ingo needs to clear it. Good header out there from Garuka. And here's Disiro touching the ball maybe 3 or 4 times in this first half. And Stars don't need to be making these long balls a common thing throughout this game. I believe the midfield will be a key element for both teams. That's a missed time pass there by the 25. Number 25, Pietrus Nyanyango, gives another opportunity for Stars, and Lungu will put that in the box. And it's just gone over the crossbar, thankfully. And what has resulted in is a corner. First corner for African Stars. With 17 minutes gone into the game, let's see. Stars scored 3 goals in their 10-0 rout. The last 3 goals of that scoreline were from corners. And here's another opportunity. The ball is in the back of the net, but the referee has blown for a foul. And I could not see one. Perhaps we will have that in our compilation after this game as a highlight. We'll try to find that foul, but African Stars have tasted first blood by putting the ball into the back of the net in some regard. Skambatu.
Star in the fence, are you guys there? Star, stay, star. Star, stay, star. Star, stay, star. Star, stay, star.
And if there's one thing to have said about Kambatu, he does remind me of the new player for Man City, Doku. Of course, Kambatu does play on the right side. He can play both right and left wing. Doku primarily playing on the left wing. But these two players really wingers, traditional wingers that can beat anyone for pace, but really need the ball in space. They're not really midfield players like Bernardo Silva or Stiga or Maharero. But Kambatu with the free kick there. Kwesi trying to get that ball back and losing it. So when I see Kambatu getting tackled in the midfield, it is perhaps due to the fact that he's not receiving his customary through balls on the wing throughout the game. But it's only been a few minutes into the first half, and there will be more opportunities there. That header needs to be strong enough from Kambanda, but Disuru was alert. Usep almost stole a goal there. Stiga. That's a foul to Nampol. This is a great chess match here between these two teams. And as you can see, if we will have shots of the attendees here that are watching the game, they are seated. Everybody is in real concentration watching what many believe are the best two teams in the log. They will meet a game in... Oh, that's a junkie there. That was a junkie from Juja. Usep trying to get that back heel. Lungu doing well. But Juja did feel that he was impeded. So that is why the referee has stopped the game. He put the ball through one of the Khomas Nampol players' legs. We call that a junkie. But then after that, he was tackled in a way that did leave him wanting. But he seems to be fine. Juja is a strong player. And the game continues as he requests to enter the game, and he has. Ingo making a very timely pass here to Jackson Ikengi. He probably didn't want that pass, but he's lucky to win a goal kick because Kambatu has changed wings. He's now on the left side of the attack and Angelo Kwezi on the right side. So both Kambatu and Kwezi are inverted, which means playing on the left side using your right foot and playing on the right side using your left foot. So they will be able to cut in and take shots. Here is Juja. Nanyango Kamchacha Matrois, and that's a great opportunity there. Woo! From the left back, Boli, the number 24, I think he opened his eyes and said, oh, why not? He hit the crossbar, and that might have been one of the goals of the round. Of course, we are in round 13, but not doing. And Awilo, the header, the goal. Ibrahim Yosef Juja. And what can we say? It is 1-0 to African Stars, and the talisman up front, a man that has a head of steel. And when I say a head of steel, he's very smart in his aerial ability. This man is Ibrahim Yosef Juja. I will put the cross in. It was headed out by Denzel Hausep, but Juja was there to clean up, to collect, to capitalize, and he almost passed it into the bottom left corner of Ingo's goal. So 1-0 to African Stars. That scoreline will reverberate on Twitter, on all streaming platforms, to say, guys, African Stars is not playing around. And if I can come in at this point in time I always predicted that champions will always show their true colors when the time is needed. But here's Chatinda with the cross. Oh my goodness, what a goal. My goodness, what a goal. I saw that live, and that is a friend of mine. Oh, Absalom Imbondi Kamchacha. What did I say, ladies and gentlemen? I said, watch out for the number 10. Imbondi Kamchacha. We all know him. He will probably go down as a modern day Namibian legend. But what a cross from the right back Chatindi, my apologies, the number 19. And what a first time volley side foot goal that just nested into Desiro's left hand corner. That will definitely send Twitter on fire, as both goals coming in close succession. The two teams now are really starting to open up, and this is the game that we all expected. So the best attack has scored a goal, and the best defense has scored a goal. Chatindi, the man with the assist, going back to Ingu. My choice had an opportunity to find Kamchacha, but nothing doing there. Hambira, he needs to give it out with that left foot, and I knew, I could see that he took a bump on that left foot as he was trying to clear it, but he seems to be okay. There's a slip there from Pris, and Lungu has the opportunity to run. Too many players. Chatindi, Ben, Juja, he's onside. He's onside, and that ball has found the... Oh my goodness! How is that possible? Juja, it looked like the Khomas Nampol players froze in time when they were requesting for an offside when Juja had the ball. Juja continued with play, and he found who I believe is Kwesi. Kwesi had, my apologies, it was Kambatu. Kambatu took the shot, it hit the post, came back to Awilo. Awilo took the shot and it was saved, but then it was deemed to be offside. I believe the second opportunity was deemed to be offside. So the game is really opening up here, and we will definitely have that opportunity in our highlight reel. Maharero turning well, trying to find Awilo. Offside, and I don't think that was offside. But this game, with the lights here at the Independence Stadium in Windhoek City on a Friday evening, is such an enjoyment. The ball has been lost again by Nampol. Kambatu has opportunity. He wants to make that pass. He needed to make that pass because 3 to 5 Khomas Nampol players ascended on him, but he did lead to a corner. And I must remind you, the last 3 goals that African Stars scored during their 10-0 victory were from corners. So Coach Marvin Bakera maybe has told the players to focus on their set pieces, especially when corners are happening, and here comes one. There's a shot. Look, Kwesi, ball retention. He's probably going to put it into the box, and he does. Hambira with the head on. Lungu will recover that. Cross with the right foot. Apologies, that was Juja, and here is Juja again, and he's not offside. Interesting decisions there from the linesman, as I can clearly count 2 offsides that maybe not offside. Of course, we do not have the capacity of VAR, but maybe in future there are developments in the football world. Here's Kamchacha. You must watch him. But he's just kicked it over. And as the developments in the football world, our chairperson, Mr. Salomo Hai, was in Egypt and was elected to be a board member on the African Club Association. So that is very exciting news, because that will lead to so many objectives being fulfilled in the African game and the Namibian game. So maybe we will have VAR in 5 years' time. But congratulations to our chairperson, Mr. Salomo Hai. I would also like to go to Egypt one day. What a dream. Here's Juja. Throw into Khomas Nampol. Here's Kambanda finding his comfortable partner Haimbira. Lungu getting into trouble here with Ben. Kambatu choosing to put it in the box immediately, but out by Nampol. Kambanda finding Maharero. He has space. He will take the shot. Ooh! It hit the post. Make. Wait. What offside is that? Let's not take away from the moment. Mahareo wanted to send everybody home by taking a shot in the circle, the center circle. But he had the space, and I did call it. I said, Maharero, you have space, what you going to do? And he chose to take a shot, and Ingu, the goalkeeper, where he did move initially, he just stopped, and he said, Waje, if this ball goes in, it goes in. And it hit the post. So we will definitely add that to the highlight reel. Here's Kamchacha. Such a beautiful player, man. Juja. Pris trying to find my Troyes. Troyes is going to have a hard time there with the strongest man in the league, Garuka, and that is why he's the strongest man in the Demarine Premiership. He doesn't play games, Garuka. Here's Nanyango. Kwesi. African Stars do have Gianluca Juja. He's going to use his head, and he did so. I must remind everybody that I regard Juja Yosef Ibrahim as one of the best headers of the ball in the Debmarine Premiership. If the ball is in the air, he will put it where he needs to put it, and he's always available. His aerial ability is 20 out of 20. Not a tall man, but he always has his eye on the ball. Hambira, he might get caught out here. Here's Reverend Matrois. And Priest losing the ball a little bit more often than he wanted to. That is Rivaldo Priest, the number 17. Not really having the best of times so far in this first half. He has switched flanks with Imbondi Kamchacha. So now Kamchacha is more close to our commentary box on the right flank for Nampol. And another offside. Coach Marvin Mbakera is on the touchline pointing and waving at the linesman, because I must say the linesman on the far right side of this game has flagged certain offsides that have been really questionable. African Stars do have a free kick here, but these offsides have been tallied up as really questionable. But the game does continue. The free kick comes in, bouncing up and down in the box. Juja. And as I was talking about his aerial ability, he kicks it wide. At least he connected. Just want to thank everybody for watching live here on this live stream. My name is Emmanuel Enkara, the guy with all the junkies, and it's been a pleasure to be back on these African Stars streams to see a team win back their championship. Yes, I said it. Nothing is going to happen here. And the difference is, if I can educate, is that football is not one. And here's an opportunity. Ooh, there was a beautiful through ball by Angelo Kwesi that found Kambatu, and the ball comes back in, and that's a goal. Yes. That's a good package. That's a good package. That is a good package. That's a good ensemble. That's a good example of what African Stars can do. It started with Angelo Kwesi when I was talking about the difference between a champion and a hype team. Angelo Kwesi put the ball in to Kambatu. Kambatu tried to put it in, but Ingo, the goalkeeper, was alert, but he deflected out just enough for the cross to come back in, and the header was again from who else but Joseph Juja. And that's what we keep on saying, and that's what I kept on saying. Ibrahim Joseph Juja's aerial ability is 20 out of 20. If the ball is in the net, if the ball is in the air, if it's in the sky, and it comes down to him, he's going to have an opportunity. He's going to make an opportunity. So well done to Ibrahim Joseph Juja for 2 goals.
The goal scorer is Ibrahim Yusuf. He scored both goals for African Stars. Assist.
We're just trying to confirm the assist there. Might have been from Kambatu. And that, interesting, Interesting moment here. Kambatu really has had choice words with the referee. The referee might, in retaliation, book. He has booked the goalkeeper, Ingu. And Kambatu is really riled up. He's really what we call just angry so far in this game. He's been on fire. And Lungu, is that Lungu there? No, it's Awilo. So Awilo and Kambatu really having words with the referee. But Ingu, the goalkeeper, is the player that receives the yellow card. Perhaps for something he said or the collision itself, but interesting times. We will watch both the linesman and the referee as this game goes on. 2 minutes. 2 minutes additional time. It's not like the Premier League where we get 10 minutes. We don't have time to waste here in Africa or in Namibia. It's just 2 minutes added on. And not many free kicks given to Khomas Nampol, so this will be a timely opportunity with the half-time whistle looming to maybe get back into the game. They need to be smart with this, as Matrois puts it in to the almost penalty spot, headed out. Nyanyango fighting with Kwezi. Kwezi gives it. Juja, he's going to get it. Oh, almost. Whew. I'm just happy nobody bumped into each other there. You know, when two players, two men, grown men, are running at each other and are just watching the ball, they don't actually watch where the other player is running, and they can easily bump into each other, and that bump is a real sore bump. So thank God nothing happened there, but close opportunity for Juja to score his hat-trick. Chatindi, Kamchacha. Good tackle there from Stiga, telling Kamchacha, Hela, I'm here. And that is it for the first half of what has been an intriguing chess match between African Stars and Khomas Nampol. It is 2-1 to Stars, so please stay tuned and join us for the second half in what is the best attack versus the best defense.
Let's get it, boys. Let's get it. And of course, our goalkeeper. Come on, Yanda. Did you know? Let's get it, boys. Let's get it, boys. Start. Shout out to Khomas Nampol players as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game, the best attack versus the best defense. Well, the best attack is leading. African Stars are leading 2-1 to Khomas Nampol. So they have conceded 2 goals here. And as I always say, the next 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes in the second half are always an important one. Because if Nampol score, they equalize and make it very intriguing. But if African Stars score, then the game is really in the hands of the Debmarine champions. My name is Emmanuel Inkara. No substitutions for both teams here. So it seems that both coaches are trusting their first 11s to do the job. Matro is trying to take a shot there, but well caught out there from Marero. And I just went down to the fans during halftime, and we're talking about the Khomas Nampol team, that both midfields are not really having their authority in the game. It's more of a wing game. But here is Stiga in the midfield. He's running backwards, so he must be careful because Usep is going to have an opportunity. And that is over the crossbar, and he has impeded himself slightly there. Terdius Usep, the number 23 for Khomas Nampol. He is the player on the ground. Desiro also took a little bit of a knock there. He's just on one knee, so he might be, of course, able to continue. But Stiga put him self and his team a little bit in danger there by running back. He was trying to have some ball retention, almost lead it to a goal. I want to thank everybody for streaming and joining us on this live stream for what is, in my opinion, the most important game of the season between the promoted Khomas Nampol and the champions African Stars. And as it stands, African Stars are still on top of the log. And a free kick there for Khomas Nampol. Khomas Nampol are third in the log, so this scoreline will be a good one for FC Ongos, as they also have 29 points. A yellow card here, definitely for Ben Richard Namib. Yellow card to him on the tackle on Kambatu. So technically FC Ongos is on top of the log, though they are second because of goal difference. That's what 10 goals does for your team. But now African Stars will have, as it stands, 32 points, which is 3 points above FC Ongos. We are live here at the Independence Stadium on a Friday evening for a juicy game here. Very crunching tackle there on Juja. He is not one to dramatize his injuries, so he did feel it. And the referee is calling in the medical team of African Stars to have a look at Juja, the man that is on a hat-trick. This will be worrying for African Stars, not only for this game, but for many games to come. Juja seems to have found form. He did score what could be the best goal of the season so far in the 10-0 win against Young Brazilians. But now it seems he might be substituted. He is a strong player, so he might still come back into the game. Maybe just a nick on his ankle. Salazar is the number 9 on the bench for African Stars. And Salazar not really having a comfortable season so far, has no assists and no goals. He is the player that wears the number 9 for African Stars. But Juja has re-entered the game, thankfully. Like, share and subscribe. Please tell your football family and friends that we are live here on Facebook and on YouTube. Before you go to the bar on a Friday evening, watch what is the best attack versus the best defense in the Marine Premiership. Please drink responsibly, of course. And just in our picture here, we can see Awilo trying to find some space as the free kick comes in for Nampol. It is a free kick. And Usep Number 23 touched it on the top of his head, but not on target. And we must commend African Stars for really putting on a show. They have not lost a game since Ongos FC. They've only lost one game so far this season, African Stars. So while all the talk is about Chula Chula, African Stars as champions have quietly done the good work. And that is really the difference between a team that has so much hype. And one of the things that I noticed is that Chula Chula has more Twitter followers than African Stars, which is quite incredible. You must give it to Chula Chula as a newly promoted team. Mistake there, missed time pass, and Stars do have the ball. Just again, Chula Chula have more Twitter followers than African Stars, which is amazing to me. But it is African Stars that comment in the comment section and tell me it handles it well. Kamchacha with a cool-headed side foot goal volley. One time, did not bounce. And we will have those highlights for you on our African Stars platforms early next week. Here's Denzel Haisep, back to Ingo. That header is crunching. Beautiful play there from Nyanyango. Lungu. Kamchacha finding Ben. Maharero losing it out again to Kamchacha. He looks up, he puts the cross in, almost finding Rivaldo Priest at the left wing. And that foul is a good one for Khomas Nampol, as Juja impeded Ben Nameb. And the referee and Juja are still having a conversation. I don't think the referee is going to pull out a card for that, but it was a clinical foul. And now Khomas Nampol has an opportunity to mount an interesting right-footed free kick. I'm sure Kamchacha would be the one to take it. We do have Denzel Hausep standing with him. You must be reminded that Denzel scored a glorious goal from his own half against Chula Chula. Chula Chula fans don't want to hear that, but it's Matrois that takes it. Reverend Matrois is over the crossbar. I'm sure Kamchacha would like to take the next one there. But just again, regarding the loss against Chula Chula for African Stars in the Dr. Hage Cup. Sometimes big teams, sometimes champions need to rest their minds in a loss. Sometimes a loss cleans the dressing room, refreshes the dressing room to say, okay guys, let's calm down, let's exhale. We finally lost. And thankfully it was in a cup game, had no effect to the log. But now with Coach Marvin Bakera back commanding the team, these Stars players look like champions once again. Awilo trying to beat Boli, gets a corner from it. And it must be said that Coach Marvin Bakera's reappointment was one of celebration for most African Stars fans. Even in the 10-0 win, the first thing he said in a very calm demeanor, he said, "Thank you to God." And the corner, it's bouncing up and down, opportunity, but nothing doing. Kwezi, safely in the hands of Ingo. So the best defense in the log, doing well there. And if the scoreline stays the same, in fact, it will be African Stars who will have the best defensive record, only conceding 8 goals. My correction, Khomas Nampol will also still have 8 goals conceded. So as it stands, both teams are the best defensive teams in the Demerine Premiership. Funny enough, Jolinho Sporting, who sit 11th in the log, have also only conceded 10 goals. And also Blue Waters, who sit 4th on the log. Blue Waters will always be in the top 5. They have conceded 10 goals. So it's interesting for me to see Jolinho, who have only conceded 10 goals. And as I'm reading here, they've only scored 8. So while you have only conceded 10 goals, which looks like a good stat for 12 games, you have only scored 8 goals, and that's why Jolinho Sporting is sitting 11th in the log. I must say, at this time, with 12 games in the season, last season, Life Fighters were second in the log. At this point in time last season, Life Fighters actually finished 3rd last season, but they are second bottom in the log right now at 15th. So Life Fighters really need to change their approach. We don't know what happened between last season and this season, but they have done very badly this season. The cross comes in from Boli, and Desiro is comfortable. Good header there, which is not offside. Usep, he has to be strong. He can still be strong. No foul there, but I can see from my commentary box that the entire coaching staff of Khomas Nampol stood up and protested for a penalty. They are still waving their hands, but definitely not a penalty there. But now there is a concerning issue for Desiro, and it really looks like it is a crunching concern. It was just a good header from Kamchacha that found Terdius Usep. He might have wanted to maybe just chip it over Desiro with his left foot, but he was stumbling and both players collided. But it's good to see that Desiro will be able to continue. It looks like his left ankle has felt it. He's very wobbly, as this corner does come in, he needs to be sharp. And as Khomas Nampol are preparing a substitution, this corner comes in. The referee just having a word with Disiro, and I believe that is Reverend Matrois. Referee wants none of that. And as the corner comes in, good punch out from Disiro, so he is alert. Pris does well to put the ball back in. Good header out there from Kambanda. And a shot there from Denzel. Awilo trying to find Kambatu. And Ingo is alert himself. My apologies. It seems that there has been a substitution for Khomas Nampol, the goalkeeper, who is wearing the number 35 shirt, is Ruhaka. And that is a yellow card there for Garuka. But we just need to confirm the identity of the goalkeeper. The number 35 is worn by him, and his name is Natangwe Ruhaka. So we will call him as such. Number 35, good turn there, crunching tackle, but Stiga is strong. Another crunching tackle, but the referee letting it play on. Good by Stiga. Oh, good interception there. But Awilo does find his moment, and his moment is taken away by an offside decision. And interestingly so, Awilo gets yellow carded because in truth he has been in the referee's ear all game. And that is a yellow card for Awilo. Substitution for Khomas Nampol, the number 22, coming on for Ben Nameb. So the number 22, a familiar face, George France, very dangerous player here, the number 22 for Khomas Nampol. Tall man, very physical. So he will be helping Usep up front. And now Garuka, Hambira and Kambanda have another issue to deal with, as Khomas Nampol really looking to play a more attacking formation here with Pris, Usep, France and Kamchacha, all four up front against the back four of Stars. It's going to be a tall order to keep the ball out. Here's another tackle there on Pietrus Nanyango, and that is a yellow card that will be given to, I believe, Maharero. I will have to confirm that. And the number 2, Denzel Housep, looking for another opportunity. A long range shot here. It's really in the middle of the halfway line and the top of the box. So he needs to have A little bit of a curl, but he needs to have power. Let's see how he does. Ooh, very hard into the wall there. That's what a wall is there for. It had very good flight, but it seems our Willow has gone down because of the shot. I thought somebody was going to go down because of that. And it seems Awilo is that someone. I believe he will be fine to continue though. Juja, opportunity. Can he make it nice? No, he makes it ugly. And he might have strung his hamstring there. He is now limping. But Juja with a wide opportunity. And Ruhaka just giving it back to Stars with that goal kick. But here it is now with Chatindi, the guy who had the assist for Nampol, headed down from France, and Kamchacha with the shot. It was well blocked, and my Troyes could not find Pris on the right wing. African Stars trying to find a substitution here. Gianluca and Salazar are on the touchline, ready to come into the game. Oh, if that ball bounces correctly, it will be an opportunity. And my goodness, Ruhaka taking a chance by standing tall and blocking that shot from Awilo. The ball really could have rolled anywhere. Wow, but the linesman actually gave that offside, so it would not have counted either way. But substitutions for African Stars. Juja, the man who scored the brace, the man who scored the 2 goals, is coming off for Salazar. And Angelo Kwesi is leaving the game for Gianluca Puxa. Gianluca has a goal and 2 assists so far this season. Salazar, as I said before, no goals and no assists as the number 9 for African Stars. So this might be the game that he puts his name on the score sheet. A goal drought is not good for a number 9. Rivaldo Pris really having a tough game here with all the physicality, trying to put that ball in, but now it's with France. Pris cutting inside, cutting to the byline, but just couldn't fix his footing. And just as the African Stars goalkeeper Disu has the goal kick, it is interesting to see what is happening in the football world in Namibia as Tigers have released their goalkeeping coach because of what transpired against Okakarara Young Warriors. Tigers lost 2-1 to Okakarara, and their goalkeeping coach was released subsequently because of the mistakes from the goalkeeper, from the Tigers goalkeeper. So harsh, very strict procedures from Tigers. Tigers are now 8th in the log, so they are exactly halfway with 16 teams in the log. The cross comes in. It's dangerous, and both striking. Both strikers weren't able to maybe just put a foot in there. Usep and George France. That could have been the equalizing goal for Khomas Nampol. The cross was excellent. I believe it came from Matrois. Here's Salazar. Awulo. Show me your number. And Boli even pushes Awulo to say, don't do that to me, man. Show me your number is a Namibian thing. If you know, you know. But Salazar, he made the it was an excellent pass from Salazar, giving the ball to Kambatu, and Kambatu has scored what we believe is the all-important goal that will comfortably send African Stars to the top of the table. And there you have it. It is the second half, so we have 31 minutes on the game. So 14 minutes left in the second half, and we believe, I believe, that the game is set in stone as 3 points to African Stars, with Kambatu scoring a very, very good goal with an assist from Salazar, and that is what he has to do. Good assist from Salazar that makes him more comfortable in his position as a player or as a striking option for Coach Bakera. He had a good awareness to receive the ball from Awilo, turn, look at Kambatu on the left wing, pass it with good weight so that Kambatu could strike it one time, and that is your third goal for African Stars. Now Willow offside. And these are the types of score lines that will be sent out in the newspapers so that everyone reads that African Stars are not here to play games. Of course, Blue Waters drew their game against Life Fighters. They were at home, so really points lost there for Blue Waters, who are sitting at 4th. Blue Waters have 23 points, so they are 5 points away from Khomas Nampol, who are 3rd. So they really needed to get some points there, but a 0-0 draw versus Life Fighters, who are 2nd bottom, it's not a good result for Blue Waters. And of course the other team there, Chula Chula, 1-0 versus Okakarara Young Warriors. Shidolo looks like a superstar in the making here. And Chula Chula are sitting on 21 points. So 7-8 points adrift from the top 3. But again, FC Ongos are looking at this and saying, okay, Khomas Nampol are now out of the picture for a while. It is between us and African Stars. So that game between Ongos FC and African Stars will be a must watch. Make sure you follow all the African Stars platforms on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram to make sure that you find out when African Stars will be playing their next games, especially an important one versus Ongos FC. A cross comes in, it's an opportunity, but my goodness, Charles Hambira, he's always there. That is why he's regularly selected for the national team along with Kambanda. The defense of African Stars has really shown their true colors, and what a clearance there from Garuka. I thought he broke his leg, but this man is just so strong. The number 18 for African Stars, the strongest man in the league. There again with a defensive header from Garuka, finding Awulo. He was trying to find Kambatu, but it went out. Here is Hausep. Ikengi. Nyanyango. Ikengi again, Jackson Ikengi. Mararero cleaning up there. He wants no problems. He doesn't want any problems in the midfield. African Stars have a player on the dugout, on the floor here. It might be Kambatu, but the referee is continuing play. Kamchacha. And he has allowed the medical staff of African Stars to enter the fray because Kambatu is down and he seems to be out. He is moving, but it seems to be a right leg hamstring or perhaps a groin because both legs are being lifted. Very worrying for Coach Mbakera.
In case you just joined us and you're wondering what's going on here, the Dead Marine champions, defending champions, African Stars 3, Khomas Nampol 1. It is still the second half of the way.
Coach Bakera and Awilo communicating with each other just so he knows what's happening with his star man Kambatu. It's not a good injury for African Stars as the Demarine Premiership really goes into next year. Hope he's okay, but two substitutions here for Khomas Nampol. The number 12 Njava entering the fray, and the number 7 Ido Genius, very unique name, Indimo. We shall call him Indimo, but his first name is Diogenes, number 7, who still is waiting to enter the fray as Nampol have an opportunity there, but given as a foul, and another African Stars player is slightly injured. And just as a confirmation, Kambatu is okay to continue. That might not be a good choice. Maybe his hamstring or his groin was not a hamstring or a groin, maybe just a knock on one of his legs, so he is fine to continue. But as I said before, substitute for Khomas Nampol, number 30, Reverend Matrois coming off for the number 7, Diogenes Indimo. And these are the moments that Khomas Nampol will have to maybe acknowledge that the game was taken away from them. Diogenes has an opportunity, but Garuka, you are not beating him for body there. We all know that. Just another substitute that came on. I apologize for not acknowledging that, but number 18 there on the ball, Apollos. He has the Rasta hairstyle, so he will be easily able to identify. He's playing in the central midfield for Khomas Nampol, the number 18, Apollos. One of the youngest players in the team, along with Rivaldo Pris. Apollos just born in 2002, so he is 21 years old. Rivaldo Pris is 20 years old, the two youngest players in this Khomas Nampol team. Lofted cross, but Desiro always watching that. That is goalkeeper training for the number 1 for African Stars. Another substitution is looming for African Stars. The number 23. Shot! That ball almost went out the stadium there. But now it is cruise control for the Demarine champions with a 3-1 lead on the promoted team of Khomas Nampol. It's really schematics right now. It's really textbook stuff here from Stars. They just want to keep this lead because a goal for Khomas Nampol will not bode well in the dying minutes of this game. And there is that substitute that we were looking for.
And coming on, jersey number 23, Trusted.
Kambatu has run his socks off. He has scored the all-important third goal. He probably had an assist for the second goal. Weturu Kambatu, who is 24 years old, this man has really shown that he is a superstar in the making. And Gausep, the number 23, enters the game. Good save from Desiro. A header from George France. George France scored in the last game for Khomas Nampol against Orlando Pirates. And Orlando Pirates, my goodness, another team that is just sinking at this present time. We even had Panduleni Nekundi making a joke and tweeting that the Orlando Pirates management must give him a call. Of course, Panduleni Nekundi, an ex-champion with African Stars, making a joke to say, Orlando Pirates, call me. What is going on? As I'm sure the whole nation is worried about a great team like Orlando Pirates with such bad results. Kamchacha, Kamchacha's working hard to maybe get that important goal that might send the Rockets into the enthusiasm or the spirit of this Nampol team, but it seems that African Stars have done well to keep this 3-1 scoreline as is. Here's Apollos.
Second half, additional time, 4 minutes added. Second half, additional time, 4 minutes added. Don't forget.
And with 4 minutes added to this game, not like 10 minutes in the Premier League, we don't have time to waste here. It seems the champions have showed themselves as the cross comes in from Boli. Maybe one opportunity here for Chamchacha. He needs to put it low, but very good interception there from Lungu. Another good chase down there from Stiga, preventing the corners or the crosses coming in, but he's lost the ball and the shot is well wide, and that might be it. African Stars, the Dipmarine champions, have really put their foot down on all the talk, all the speculation, all the hype, and have told one of the promoted teams that, hella, we are the champions for a reason. Apollos, Nyanyango, Salazar doing well. And that's a throw in 2 Stars. And Coach Bakera just maybe getting 2 more substitutes before this game ends. A yellow card here for Gianluca, which is unnecessary indeed. Just for time wasting there on that throw-in. Chatindi trying to get the ball into the final third for Nampol, but the defense of Stars has really shown that they might be the best defense in the Dipmarine Premiership. And as it stands with this 3-1 scoreline, statistically, with the goal difference and goals against, African Stars have the best defensive record. So not only did African Stars take 3 points away from Khomas Nampol, they took their status as the best defensive team in the Dipmarine Premiership. So a great result, a great atmosphere for the African Stars franchise. 2 substitutes in the dying moments. Owen Damasep in entering the game, and Llewellyn Stanley, number 22 and number 29 respectively, to the Dipmarine Premiership champions.
High Economic Intelligence is an independent research entity specializing in economic and financial services. To find out more about our services, contact us at 061307778 or visit our website at www.hey.com.na.